Okay, so we're going to be going over line 85 warm-up. Now, if you are a woodwind player, you have not one but two new notes in this line. So first I'm going to start off with our clarinet and saxophone players. Saxophone players, your new notes are going to be E and D. So E is fingered just the same way the E higher up on the fourth space is fingered. But instead of using your register key, you're just going to take that thumb off. So it's fingered 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, making sure that you have your index and middle finger down. Clarinet, your first new note is going to be your low A, and it's fingered the same way that the saxophone's E is fingered. So just thumb 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This is what that note's going to sound like. So that is A for clarinets, and for saxophones, that's going to be your E. Now, I want you all to play that note as loud as humanly possible. When you go low on the saxophone or low on the clarinet, there's a little bit more resistance. So you've got to get used to playing as loud as you can. Ready? Saxophones and clarinets, we're all going to play our first new note, that E or that A, as loud as humanly possible. 1, 2, ready, and... All right, and then our new note after that, if you are a saxophone player, it's going to be your D. Your D right below the staff, and all you got to do is put your ring finger down over that very last pearl. If you're a clarinet player, your lowest note is going to be G in this line, and just like saxophones, you're going to put that ring finger down over that tone hole, and that is going to be another very, very low note. So we are going to play that note as loud as humanly possible. This is a D if you're a saxophone, or a G if you're a clarinet. Ready, and... Oh, there we go. Now, our flute friends also have a new note. You all have your second line G, which is played the exact same way as your G right on top of the staff, that G that you've already been playing for quite a while. So, ready? We're going to play that together now. Ready? And... So, you want that to be a nice, low, full sound. Remember that G is going to be lower than the B, your first B flat on the third line. If you are getting a G that is too high, the one that's right on top of the staff that sounds like this, what you need to do is relax your face and try to blow a little bit more into the flute. And that's what's going to help you make sure that you are playing the low G. After that, all we have to do is put down our index finger and to play that low F. It's played exactly the same as the high F, same fingering. So your first space F and your fifth line F played exactly the same. They just sound a little different. So this is the low F, that first space F. Remember, if you're getting the higher F, you just have to relax your face a little bit and blow a little bit more into the flute. All right, now that we've all gone through our notes, we need to notice that the key signature is in 3/4, and our first 4 measures actually just have dotted half notes, meaning that each note gets 3 beats. So we're going to play through the first 4 measures together, just holding everything out for 3 beats. I'm going to set up the metronome, and we're going to start tapping our foot. 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. Ready. Okay, so that was the first 4 measures. Let's do that one more time, just getting used to moving our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready. All right, not too bad. Now we're going to count and finger the very last 4 measures. Notice that this might be the first time we've even seen this. Notice that in measure 7 and 8, we have a note that is slurred and it is tied. So if you're looking at that note in measure 7, it is going to be, you're going to slur into it, meaning that you will not actually articulate the front of the note. You'll just slur moving your fingers. But it's also tied to the next note. So we are going to hold out our very last note for a total of 3 plus 1 equals 4. So we're going to hold it out for a total of 4 beats. But we're going to start with counting and fingering the last 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, count and finger. Ready, and go. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Rest, rest. So we're going to try playing that now. Ready, and here we and then there's the line. Okay, let's put that together. Reminder, if you're playing at home, especially if you're playing saxophone or clarinet, I want you to play as loud as humanly possible. These low notes can be a little bit trickier to get out, so if you play louder, it's gonna make it easier. All right, the entire line, line 55, or line 85, line 85 warm up. 1, 2, ready, and all right, that was line 85 warm up.